See, the role of a lead animator is often something that's shrouded in mystery. How do you go from being an animator to actually managing a team? And what does that transition actually involve? So you see, in this video, I'm going to make it crystal clear about what it takes to become a lead animator, particularly within the games industry. My name is Rodgers-Blake, and I'm an expert animation coach and consultant with over a decade's worth of experience in animation and games. And I've dedicated my career to helping animators just like you elevate to higher levels within their career. So let me give you the reality of being a lead animator. The first thing about being a lead animator, it comes with challenges that you just might not anticipate. As a junior, mid-level, or even senior, your primary focus is creating content, producing assets, but as a lead animator, your role, it dramatically shifts. It's less about producing assets yourself, and it's more about ensuring that the team produces high-quality assets and produces high-quality work that's up to the studio standards. Let's take a AAA game studio as an example. It's your responsibility to basically ensure that the animations that you're producing is at the quality bar required for the studio's reputation. So this is going to involve basically two things. One, it's going to involve you building a team. And basically, whether you're focusing on forming the team or you're working with an existing one, you need to make sure that you have everything that they need, or rather, they have everything that they need in order to succeed. Because you see, here's the thing. Providing direction and experience is going to be much easier when you have a solid team behind you, because it's going to be your team that you're guiding to produce the product, or in this case, a game, and it needs to meet the expectations that's required of the studio. As the recording of this video, I've been a lead animator for about a year, and the major things that I've learned is that when you hear the term lead animator, it's easy to think that you need to know everything, but the truth is you don't, and you won't. One of the most important things you can do is learn from your team's experience. Listen to their ideas, take constructive feedback seriously, and when your team feels supported and ultimately valued, they'll work with you and not just for you. I think that's one of the major lessons that I've learned, is that I don't need to have the answer to everything. My team are experts within their own right, and they're often going to have insights and they have experiences that I simply haven't within my career as of yet. So leaning on their experience is super valuable. It builds connection, it builds closeness, and it builds trust. And trust is something you absolutely need in this role. So you see, the role isn't just about organizing tasks and reviewing animations, because a lot of people think that, when you're a lead animator, all you need to do is just, review animations, check box, this animation's good, next. It's not about that. It's about also protecting your team's best interests, because what you're often going to have to do is collaborate with other disciplines and their leads as well. And there are things that can get tricky very quickly. Like, think about it this way. Each team is focused on their own goals. They want what's best for their own department, right? Which means managing and navigating competing priorities. So let me give you an example. You might find when you're interacting with the lead artist on a particular project that the models that they've created by the art team just don't meet the animation requirements, and then maybe the character's design is going to cause complications for rigging and then therefore animation as well. And then it can become really difficult. So ideally, what you really need to do is have the animation team be included in the early design process, the early concept design process, to say whether this character design is going to work for animation, and therefore basically get a good result in the game. So let's use an example. If you're creating a action game and you have a character that has a big shield on front of its belly with a horn sticking out of it, something like that, as much as it's cool, it's going to be a big issue for animation, because when you have to do all these great big swinging moves, it's just going to cause a bunch of clipping. So you and the art team are going to have to come up with some compromises in order to achieve a good unified outcome. And it's up to you as a lead animator to negotiate those compromises and basically be a warrior for your team. Now, it doesn't always have to be a fight. It's about basically finding a good compromise that is going to best serve everybody, your team and the project overall. Being a lead animator, it's not about having a big ego or being the best animator on your team. It's actually completely about collaboration, communication, and stepping into the role where your success is honestly measured by the success of those that you lead. To all those aspiring lead animators out there, remember, listen to your team, advocate for them, collaborate across the departments to create something truly incredible. It's not an easy path, but it's one that can be immensely rewarding if you approach it with the right mindset. That's just been my general experience of basically transitioning from a senior animator into a lead within the last year. It's been a humbling experience, but I hope that this video provides some clarity as to what it actually takes to become a lead animator. It's a big shift in focus. It's a big shift in mindset. It's a big shift in responsibility, because one of the things you need to bear in mind as well is that where, as before, your decisions were purely based on, oh, should I create, this particular animation? Should I do it in this particular style? But now your decisions have more weight. You need to make the decision of to whether to use motion capture in your project or not. And if you decide to use motion capture, about actually contacting studios or finding out solutions to actually make that feasible and possible, and also managing the team in terms of how quickly they're able to produce things, giving estimates, etc., etc. Lead animators are absolutely essential, and why you often don't see lead animators code switch between actually animating and managing the team at the same time, because they're two different states of thinking that require a lot of brain power. So I hope you found this video helpful. And if you want more insights into basically the career of an animator, animation growth, like career growth, industry tips, make sure to like this video, drop me a comment with your thoughts and your questions, and subscribe to the channel. I'm here to help animators level up, and I want you guys to elevate and excel within your career. So stay tuned for more advice and insights. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.